Hi, this is Fab from Dating Mr. Right, the place to be to learn how to meet and date the man of your dreams. So today's video is about streamlining your life so you can maximize your time. So many of us struggle with time because we have our gym commitments, our work commitments, career commitments, and social commitments, but we don't actually have the time to date. But then, if we don't create the time to date, then we're not going to eventually meet our Mr. Right. Or we might end up with an average Mr. Right, so it was not our ideal one, and then we resent them after because they didn't live up to our expectation. So the best way to avoid this and find your Mr. Right and really have a relationship that makes you feel fulfilled and really excited is, if you are time poor, to actually integrate your career, your social life, and your dating life together. Okay? So this is how you do it. You can start to network more in your workplace, okay? Now, many people think that, oh no, this is a no-no, you're not mixing work and career, work and social. But I think this is actually a limiting perception that prevents us from really leveraging that as an amazing opportunity, okay? So, mixing, your social and your career life can actually has many benefits, because you get to know more of the people you work with from much more at a personal, individual level. You get to build rapport, you get to create an amazing relationship with them, which will actually benefit your actual work with them, and hence other opportunities to grow further in your career. Okay, so from then on, as you're building the relationships, you'll get introduced to other people. So then that way your social circle will also improve. As you go and network and socialize with your current workmates, like for instance, you'll get more active in like the Friday drinks, or you'll invite them for lunch, or you'll catch up with them outside of work to get to know them as a person. That way, you're building strong connections with those people that you work with, which will benefit your work, and at the same time, as I said before, any further opportunities that may arise from that, okay? You may also choose to do some networking outside of your work, perhaps networking in your industry, meeting like-minded people who are perhaps very career focused. At the same time, what you're doing is that as you're building those connections, so when you network, it's not about exchanging business card, exchanging contacts. You actually have to build and create a relationship. So you actually have to catch up with them, get to know more about them, what are their interests, what's important to them, what are they going in life, what's their career direction. At the same time, you can add a social twist to those professional networking and really start to build those relationships. As you build those relationships, your network itself starts to grow, even social and career. As I said, you can also have a social twist to it by actually having, non-work or non-career discussions. Finding out about their life, what are their interests, what they want to do in life, and things like that. So at the same time, you benefiting your work, your current work relationships, or even more further career opportunities. At the same time, you're actually having a social life, okay? And whilst you're increasing your social life, it will actually increase the amount of people in your life, which means it will also increase the quality or the amount of candidates for your Mr. Right. Now, you also have to be quite, strategic the way who you network with, who you want to build your relationship with. Because if, say for instance, you want your Mr. Right to be career driven, then you might really networking. Professional networking is a great way to meet your Mr. Right. If you look at all the celebrities, for instance, they kind of like date each other, because they're in the same industry. So they are networking, again, for like career opportunities. At the same time, they're creating a social life which then creates a platform for potential partners to emerge. So, the simple way you can actually go out there and do it, is look at your current work, for instance. Really look at those people. Do you want to build a relationship further? Is that going to be beneficial for your work? If it's not, then really find out. Then perhaps you might network outside of your work and just network in the industry. Find other people who are really career driven or who are heading the direction that you want to go in life and network with them, and then extend those relationships purely past professional, and add a social aspect to it as well, because it's the social aspects that nurture the relationships, make it stronger, and at the same time provide a platform for your Mr. Right to actually emerge. So I would say, the first thing for you to do is to actually go out there and find a networking event that you can start going to on a regular basis to make new connections, which will benefit your career, your social life, and your dating life. All right? Or what you may do is to actually say, okay, who are the people that I can start inviting for lunch? I want to get to know more, because I know that's going to really allow me to improve my career and again, also enhance my social life and my dating life. There are some people at work that you'd love to actually get to know on a more personal level. It doesn't mean that you have to be friends with every single person at work. So choose wisely. Who actually has more similarities with your Mr. Right? What are their profiles? So that also goes back down to actually knowing how your Mr. Right thinks. Is he career driven, or what are his goals? What are his ambitions in life? What is his personality? What does he value? And then connect with like-minded work colleagues that are like that. Because it's through them that you can then create a social life, improve your career, and for them create a platform for your Mr. Right to emerge. Because every single person that you build a relationship with will you have actually then have access to their own network, which will even give you access to candidates for your Mr. Right, or even provide more connections that will then lead to candidates for Mr. Right or even your Mr. Right. So the possibilities are actually endless in this strategy. You don't lose anything, because you improve your career, your social, and you increase your probability of dating your Mr. Right that's actually aligned with what's important to you, your values. Probably perhaps have a similar career, have similar career ambitions. It doesn't matter. This is an amazing strategy that definitely works. So I would actually say to you, this is pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say to you, but go ahead and apply one of those strategies. Go to a networking event, or start to build and nurture a relationship with your current colleagues. So this is it for today, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and got heaps of value out of it. If you have any questions, please send for your questions at magnificencecoaching@fabricejoseph.com, or just post a comment down below. And I'll see you again next time.